Imagine a player who's been through injuries, pressure, and endless doubts, and now finally decides to speak his mind. That's exactly what David Ojabo did, and what he said could completely change how you see his future with the Ravens. But here's the kicker. His words were so blunt and unexpected that they're already making waves, both in the locker room and beyond. What's even more impressive is that this wasn't just a venting moment. It was a statement with weight, meaning, and maybe even a message for the team. Once you understand the full context behind his words, you'll see that Ojabo might be on the verge of the biggest turnaround of his career. Imagine spending 2 years trying to get back to do what you love most, but your body keeps holding you back. That's exactly what Ojabo went through since arriving in the NFL. First came a torn Achilles before he even played a single pro game. Then, early in his second season, a serious knee injury sidelined him again. He never had the chance to just play football without worrying about rehab, limitations, or pain. But this year is different. For the first time, he's fully healthy, and that changes everything. When Ojabo says this is his first real healthy offseason, he's not exaggerating. He's talking about training hard every day, focusing solely on building his body and sharpening his pass rush skills. No interruptions. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off his shoulders. Instead of waking up thinking about rehab, he wakes up thinking about how to be faster, stronger, and smarter on the field. That mental and physical freedom is exactly what many players need to make the leap that can define a career. And this transformation isn't just talk. It's showing up in the way he plays. At training camp, Ojabo is moving with more fluidity, reacting faster, and play with instincts that used to feel trapped. This is the kind of evolution that only happens when the body and mind finally sync. When he says he's letting the game flow, it means injury worries are gone, and now he can focus purely on attacking. For a pass rusher, that's everything. Think about what this means for a player entering the final year of his contract. Ojabo knows 2025 isn't just another season. It's the moment that could define the entire trajectory of his career. He's playing with something extra, that mix of urgency and confidence that separates those who just show up from those who truly make their presence felt. All eyes are on him, and he looks ready to deliver. And the most impressive part? All this new energy didn't come just from the desire to win. It comes from the scars he carries from the battles he's already fought. And that's when the story starts getting really interesting. When you spend so much time away from a game because of injuries, you start seeing football in a completely different way. That's exactly what happened with Ojabo. Every time he stepped on a field during recovery, he knew there was no guarantee he'd even be out there the next week. That kind of awareness changes a player. Now, he doesn't see every snap as just another play. He sees it as a gift. That's why he steps on the field with a smile, even knowing the physical battle will be brutal. Ojabo learned that he can't control what happens on each play, injuries, mistakes, falls, but he can control two things, effort and attitude. Simple? Yes, but it's what keeps a player alive in this league. He takes it to heart. Run every play. Fight to the whistle. Attack the opponent with energy, even if the score or situation isn't in his favor. It's a personal commitment to always leave everything on the field, because he knows the next snap could be the last. This mindset isn't just talk for interviews. It's changing how he plays and how he's seen in the locker room. When a player comes back from serious injuries, many expect him to play cautiously, avoiding contact or overprotecting their body. Ojabo does the opposite. He's more aggressive, more physical, and, most importantly, faster in his decision-making. He's not thinking, what if? He's thinking right now. That inspires not just the fans, but also his teammates who know exactly what he's overcome. And all of this has already started showing up in games. Against the Colts, for example, he didn't just play. He commanded respect from the first snap. It was the kind of presence opponents feel immediately. And if that attitude stands out in practice, on game day it becomes a real impact that can change results. It's in that Colts game that Ojabo's new version made his first big mark this preseason. In the preseason opener against Indianapolis, Ojabo didn't need many snaps to show he was on another level. Just 37 plays, but enough to set the tone for the Ravens' defense. Right from the start, he exploited a gap in protection, flew free off the edge, and brought down Anthony Richardson hard. Not only did it result in a sack, but it also took the starting QB out of the game, making it crystal clear. Ojabo is ready to be a dominant force. What stood out even more than that single play was his control of the line of scrimmage. He moved explosively without losing balance, reading plays quickly, playing loose yet precise. That kind of execution isn't something you can buy or fake. It comes from training, reps, and most importantly, finally being healthy enough to play without hesitation. Coach Harbaugh noted that Ojabo is now playing a more direct way, not wasting energy or overthinking before acting. This shift in approach is crucial for a pass rusher. When you play without fear of messing up, your mental and physical speed jumps. Ojabo isn't just trying to reach the quarterback. He's attacking with purpose, using his hands aggressively, picking the right angles, and forcing blockers to react. That constant pressure gives the defense more chances to create mistakes, whether it's sacks, hurried throws, or disrupted plays in the backfield. The game against the Colts may not have meant much in the standings, but for Ojabo, it was a statement. It showed the coaches, his teammates, and himself that this new chapter of his career is real. And when a player delivers this kind of performance right at the start of preseason, it sets the tone for the rest of the year. And the story gets even more compelling when you remember. Ojabo is still far from reaching his full potential. He's a raw talent still being polished. David Ojabo is, in many ways, a rare case in the NFL. Unlike most players, he didn't grow up playing football. Born in Nigeria, he only started the sport late in high school, yet still managed to catch the attention of college programs. At Michigan, his impact was immediate. In 2021, his only full college season, he racked up 11 sacks and forced 5 fumbles in just 14 games. The talent was obvious, but the experience was limited. And when he entered the NFL, instead of having a chance to accelerate that growth, injuries hit hard and slowed his progress. Coach Harbaugh put it perfectly. The more you play football, the better feel you have for it. That's exactly Ojabo's situation. He simply hasn't had enough reps to turn all that college potential into consistent production in the NFL. Every practice and every snap now is a building block toward becoming a more complete player. What we're seeing in this training camp and the early preseason games is just a glimpse of what could happen once he finally racks up the experience he's been missing for years. This lack of wear and tear also explains why he seems to be developing so fast right now. Ojabo still has a body and playing style free of bad habits, which allows him to take in technical adjustments naturally. His hand work, balance, and play recognition are sharpening with every repetition. He's not just reacting, he's starting to anticipate, which is the difference between a good pass rusher and a truly dominant one. And here's the most interesting part. Despite all the hype someone like him could attract, Ojabo seems more focused on the process than the stats. He knows the numbers will come if the work is done right. That mindset, combined with the physical and technical foundation he's building now, could turn that raw potential into a real, lasting impact on the Ravens' defense. For that to happen, he knows he has to be more than just a quarterback-chasing specialist. He needs to expand his game and be a threat in every facet of the defense.
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
One thing all great NFL outside linebackers have in common is that they're dangerous in more than just pass rushing situations. They impact the game in multiple ways: stopping the run, setting the edge, overpowering blockers, forcing turnovers, even dropping into short coverage. That's exactly the path David Ojabo wants to follow now. Ravens OLB coach Matt Robinson made it clear. He wants to see Ojabo dominate in every aspect, not just rushing the passer. That means being physical, winning one-on-ones, pushing the pocket, and even appearing in coverage situations. Ojabo immediately bought in. He doesn't want to be seen as a first or second down player who comes off the field when situations change. His goal is clear: become a 4-down player, capable of contributing in any scenario. That requires more than athleticism. It demands football IQ, endurance, and quick recognition plays. And in every practice and preseason game, he's trying to show exactly that that he can be just as reliable against the run as he is in pressuring the quarterback. This versatility not only raises his value to the defense, but also protects him within a roster stacked at the position. When a player can contribute in multiple roles, the chances of losing his spot drop significantly. For Ojabo, whose name was even floated as a possible bubble player before camp, proving he could do it all is a matter of survival in the league. More than that, this shift shows maturity. It's easy to lean on what you already do well and ignore the rest, but Ojabo is choosing the harder path, challenging himself, expanding his skill set, and becoming unpredictable. If he can combine consistent pass rush production with run-stopping reliability and solid coverage, the Ravens will have a much more complete defender on their hands. And this evolution comes at a critical moment, because competition among the Ravens' edge rushers has never been fiercer. The battle for snaps among the Ravens' pass rushers in 2025 is anything but calm. The team kept 2 players with double-digit sack seasons and added rookie Mike Green, who's already drawing national attention with his preseason performances. In a scenario like this, any player who doesn't make an immediate impact risks losing playing time. And it's no coincidence that, before training camp, analysts mentioned Ojabo as a potential roster bubble candidate. But if that chatter bothered him, it doesn't show. Ojabo says he hasn't even heard anything about it. His focus is simple: answer the call, play fast, have fun on the field, and control what he can his effort and attitude. That mindset speaks volumes about where he is mentally at this point in his career. While other players might get caught up in outside pressure, Ojabo seems to filter out the noise and channel all his energy into his performance. In this intense competition, every rep matters. Practices, preseason snaps, even plays in seemingly low-stakes situations. They all count toward proving he deserves not only a final roster spot, but also a meaningful role during the regular season. His showing against the Colts was a huge step toward solidifying that position. The key now is maintaining that consistency against different opponents, proving that his impact isn't a one-off but a pattern. The truth is, in such a talented group, survival comes down to 2 things: versatility and reliability. Ojabo is working to show both, and if he keeps this up, he won't just secure his spot. He could earn even bigger responsibilities throughout the year. And with his health finally on his side, this might be the best opportunity of his career yet. That's why this season isn't just another chapter for Ojabo. It's a chance to completely rewrite the trajectory of his NFL career. For David Ojabo, 2025 isn't just another NFL season. It's a defining moment that could change everything. After 2 years riddled with injuries and setbacks, he finally arrives healthy, confident, and with a more mature mindset. This is the final year of his rookie contract, and the whole league knows what that means. Every snap, every play, every detail matters in determining what comes next. It's not just about earning a new deal with the Ravens. It's about proving he's a pass rusher who can stay relevant and productive for years to come. The stakes are high because his recent NFL history is defined more by absences than on-field presence. That means, beyond showing talent, he has to convince coaches, teammates, and even opponents that he can be reliable week in and week out. The good news is that all the work he's put in since last season is paying off. His body is ready, his mindset is sharp, and everything points to a player finally capable of combining potential with consistency. But Ojabo isn't just looking to prove he belongs in the league. He wants more. He wants to be a 4-down player, impacting the game in multiple ways, setting the edge against the run, pressuring the quarterback, and even dropping into coverage when needed. This pursuit of versatility shows he's not content with being just an explosive pass rusher. He wants to be indispensable to any defensive game plan the Ravens run. With a crowded edge rusher room and an incredibly high-level competition, Ojabo knows he'll have to earn every snap. But if he keeps up the pace he's shown in training camp and the preseason opener, he won't just secure his spot. He could become one of the defensive stars of 2025. The stage is set, full health, the right mindset, and motivation at an all-time high. Now it's time to turn it all into real production and show the league what he can do. David Ojabo has shown that 2025 could be the year of his breakthrough. After years sidelined by injuries and physical setbacks, he's finally healthy, confident, and playing without fear. Every snap he takes now carries intensity, dedication, and a hunger to prove himself, not just for the Ravens, but for the entire NFL. His evolution as a pass rusher, combined with the pursuit of versatility across all aspects of the defense, makes it clear Ojabo isn't just here to play. He's here to dominate. And you, Ravens fan, are you ready to see the impact Ojabo can have this season? Could he finally establish himself as a cornerstone of the defense and transform the entire edge rusher rotation? One thing certain, with health, confidence, and the right attitude, David Ojabo is poised to leave his mark. Every play, every sack, every moment on the field could be a step toward the peak of his career, and we'll be watching every move. The 2025 season promises excitement, and Ojabo is right at the center of it.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself. See you there, and until the next video, go Flock.